Perfect. Can everybody hear me okay? Wonderful. So good afternoon. My name is Karle Roberts, and I am the Family Engagement Coordinator here at Compass Charter Schools. I would like to thank you all for coming here this afternoon for our virtual Coaches Corner session. So at Compass Charter Schools, we have 5 core values. They are achievement, respect, teamwork, integrity, and communication. These serve as our guiding principles for our scholars, learning coaches, and staff. Each month this year, we are recognizing one of our core values, starting last month with achievement. This month, we are focusing on teamwork, and we are using the color yellow to represent it. So for the month of December, scholars and learning coaches are invited to share what teamwork means to them and how they are a part of a team in school. So I am going to, in just a second, paste to the chat box a brief survey for you. It's also been in our MMU that you can give some feedback later this afternoon. It'd be greatly appreciated just about what teamwork means to you and how you've seen it and how you participate in it. So I am so glad to have you join us as we continue to dig deeper into the role of the learning coach and then how you and your scholar can get even more connected here at Compass Charter Schools. So this afternoon we have 2 very talented presenters. They are Janae Smith, who is our online high school coordinator, and Rebecca MacAlpine, our scholar engagement coordinator. So before I turn it over to them and let them begin, just a quick reminder, if you have any questions, please feel free to type them into the chat box, and either myself or Rebecca or Janae, we will answer those questions for you in the chat box. So now I'm going to hand it off to Janae. Looks like Janae's having technical difficulties, so I'm going to pause the recording real quick and see if she can get that working. Just a quick second. Thank you.
Sorry about that. You know how technology works. This afternoon, I was trying to find my notes and get my mic working, and it was working perfectly fine up until right when I needed to talk. So I just wanted to have us connect about making connections within our Compass family and how our scholars can make connections. And there are a few important reasons why we offer all the opportunities we do for our scholars to make those connections with each other. First off, it builds that sense of community. Research states that when students, or in our case, our wonderful scholars, are connected with their school and their learning environment, that they perform well, they perform better academically, they have a sense of belonging and that sense of family. There are many reasons here, like I stated. When scholars are connected, they establish a sense of belonging and finding pride in their school. This pride is also carried over to their academic achievement. By participating in clubs, field trips, and enrichment activities, scholars will build relationships with their teachers and their educational facilitators. These relationships will ensure scholars reach out for help and that they have the support that they need to do well academically. Also, all of the opportunities the scholars have to connect will increase that development, will increase their social and collaboration skills. These skills are key to being successful in school and beyond in their careers. There are many times in our lives when we work with others And there's no better place than school to practice working together to achieve a common goal. In addition, our many opportunities for scholars to connect allow them to interact with the community, whether it's attending a local museum or participating in a community service project. Learning coaches, if you are feeling somewhat lost or you want to connect and see what other families are doing with specific curriculum or specific subjects or extracurriculars, these engagement opportunities are a great resource for you guys to gain different perspective and meet other learning coaches who may have the same challenges that you do. So those are just a few of the key points I wanted to point out from the academic side for making these connections and scholars making connections with each other. I am now going to turn the time over to Rebecca MacAlpine, and she is our Scholar Engagement Coordinator, and she is all things scholar engagement, and she's going to give us the great details about those engagement opportunities that we provide here at Compass.
Hello, everybody. I'm Rebecca MacAlpine, Scholar Engagement Coordinator here at Compass Charter Schools. If you guys can hear me and see me, could you let me know? And then that way I'll go ahead and get started. Fantastic. Well, like everybody has already said, I am just so thrilled that you guys took the time to be here today, and we're very, very excited to share with you the wonderful opportunities and ways that we can connect here. So we are currently having a little bit of technical difficulty with our PowerPoint presentation, and so it's currently getting worked here to come to my slide that I'm on right now. I'm on the opportunities to connect slide. We're going to go over all these different wonderful opportunities that we have here. As the Scholar Engagement Coordinator, I am all things scholar engagement. So everything that we're going to be talking about and going over today are things that are in my wheelhouse, essentially, that are passionate and near and dear to my heart. I really, truly do what I love and love what I do. So you'll see me get pretty passionate as I talk about all of these different things. And that's a genuine passion. I truly am really invested is the right word. I think they're invested in your scholars having an engaging experience here at Compass Charter Schools. So first of all, we're going to talk about Scholar Clubs today, enrichment activities, field trips, the Strong Mind community, and then Photo Share. We're going to go over that a little bit and discuss that another way to get connected is Scholar Contests. And as we realize that making connections here at Compass Charter Schools is important, we're going to kind of break down all of these different opportunities here. And most of these are great ways to connect with the various staff members that we have here within Compass Charter Schools. Our Scholar Clubs are all staff advised, but scholar-led. So that's one of the really neat and special unique things about our Scholar Clubs. And I'll be getting there to the next slide soon. I see the slide thing moving a little bit there. But each of our scholars are given the chance to take on leadership roles as they participate in the development of our clubs here at Compass Charter Schools. They help with establishing the bylaws, and they hold different leadership positions if they so desire to encourage our scholar clubs to meet the goals that they establish for themselves. Our clubs are virtual, mainly in nature, and they often provide opportunities for scholars and families to meet up in person. And there's various field trips that are particular for that club. So that's an exciting additional part of our scholar clubs here. So if your scholar is interested in joining one of our clubs, I'm going to go over how to do that in just a moment. So jumping down now and talking a little bit about field trips. We offer many enrichment activities and field trips, from Legoland to JPL, which is the Jet Propulsion Lab. Compass, as an entire program, offers a variety of enrichment activities and field trips for all grade levels. And in order to attend these in-person field trips and activities, you'll go ahead and register via the website calendar item. You'll see all the details, and you want to register via a link that is within our website calendar items. And I'm going to go over that as well in just a moment. And then another cool feature that we have here is our Strong Mind community. It's a really great feature for scholars to interact with each other. And there is a virtual community essentially for them to be able to share and connect and collaborate. And it's not only just in our learning labs or our virtual classroom, but it's actually within that Strong Mind community. And that allows scholars to really develop friendships that stem from common interests and perspectives. So now that you know all that we have here at Compass, I'm going to kind of jump into each one of these and do a little bit of an in-depth explanation for you. All right, so let's talk about how to access information on clubs, field trips, enrichment, and more. So you can see there on the screen, there's a red circle. That's around the tab on the right-hand side that says Parents and Scholars on our Compass Charter Schools website. So you just go to our main website, you click on Parent and Scholars in the top right-hand corner, and you can use that tab or that when you log in, you have to log in, put in our password, love CCS, make sure CCS is capitalized, love is lowercase, and then as that opens up, you'll be able to connect via, you can see there's a little yellow circle there on the left-hand side. It says engagement. That's in our Learning Coach resources. That's what's going to be popping up first. And then next there, it says engagement and all of those icons right there. That will be what pops up next. And underneath here, you'll learn information about field trips, enrichment activities, and I see, there we go. Thank you for dropping that, the arrow in there. And then also you'll see additional information on clubs. You can even submit a field trip that you would like for me to research and look into and see if that's something that we can offer to all of our families. And again, as I said, you can explore all the various aspects to engagement, and you'll be able to click on each one of those individually. Oh, sorry, jumped over there too much. Okay, here we go. So a great way for you guys to join us on our upcoming field trips, you can go ahead and click there. The link on the screen is in fact clickable. So we'll talk through what happens when you click on that link. When you click on that link, there's going to be different categories that you can filter by. So you can filter by what type of activity that you want to participate in terms of if you want to be at a field trip enrichment event, if you want to be at like a learning coach support session, things like that. And then you can also filter, if you are looking at all of our field trips and events, you can filter based on county by using the tags. So that way you can really connect in your local area and be able to kind of funnel down those events based on where you would want to participate. And I'm going to be sticking around after this session, and so I really would love for you guys to all have the opportunity to click into that calendar, get signed up for one of our upcoming local events, and if there isn't one that you're able to participate in, I would love to hear from you your interest. And I see something there in the chat box that looks great. I would love to look into that, and I see that you would love to connect with me about a field trip down in LA, and so I would love to connect with you about that as well. Alrighty, so other great ways to stay up to date on field trips. So we have multiple different ways to stay connected on the information that's going on in the scholar engagement world. So you can also find upcoming engagement and field trips and enrichment event activities in the Monday morning updates, and those are on the Strong Mind dashboard. And there's also a direct link where you can see the flyer that I am constantly updating with the upcoming field trips as well as the upcoming deadlines. Because sometimes it's really easy, and you can see on the calendar right there, you can see, oh, this event, and this event. But based on venues and facilities and group reservations, I mean, there's a wide range of things that go into an entire group attending a big field trip like we do on a regular basis. And so we often have to close our field trip reservation and registrations, sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes 2 months. This all depends on the facility. So there's plenty of deadlines that you have to pay attention to in order to be able to attend and sign up and be registered for those field trips. So a great way to stay up to date is reading those Monday morning updates, and then also checking in on that calendar that I have there on the screen, or sorry, that flyer that I have there on the screen. Okay, next we're going to just look at a couple, just a little snippet of upcoming field trips and events. You can see on the screen there's a wonderful example of some of the different events that we have coming up here. Some of them are already closed for registration, Other ones are still open and available. If you see anything on the screen there that you are interested in attending, please just take a quick note there, and we will connect after this session today so that I can go over that with you guys and let you know, if you can still register and sign up. So again, just a real quick, I'm going to jump back over here. Let's see, there we go. Just real quick to talk about the registration process one more time. I know we kind of jumped through that quickly, but I want to talk through that really specifically here as you have an opportunity to look at a very long list of additional upcoming field trips. So in terms of the registration process, what you're going to do is view the calendar item. You're going to use Love CCS, as I talked about, as a password. You'll click on the link within the instructions to register. You'll note that the Strong Mind calendar also has events listed. And so here are some of the upcoming events starting in December. And because of ticket number counts and things like that, we really need those registrations in advance. And so you can, as you look at each one of those, notice the upcoming registration deadlines and make sure that we get you guys signed up on time and make sure that you're part of our group. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, if you guys have any field trips or different activities or events that you would love for us to do, well, I would love to hear it. Please share it with me. There are a few submitted field trips that we've already been able to work into the school year this year, and I just would love to hear what you're passionate about, what your scholar is passionate about, and go ahead and click that form. And then in terms of whether or not we can do it, I will definitely look into it and do my absolute best to make that happen. All right, now we're going to talk a little bit about our scholar clubs here at Compass Charter Schools. Okay, so getting connected is a really great, or getting connected through our scholar clubs is a really great way to get connected. It means that you and your scholar can connect to scholars all across the state since they are held virtually. And we have 27 clubs available, and the link right there takes you directly to our club information, but I'm just going to quickly go over some club info for you right here. Scholar clubs are scholar-led, staff-supported. They meet virtually once per month, sometimes even more. The Strong Mind community interface is used for members to connect outside of meetings. And again, as we talked about earlier, there's possible meetups throughout the state during the school year, and then some are grade specific and others are open to all grade levels. And you can see on the right hand side there a list of all of the 27 clubs that we are currently offering. So a wide range and variety of clubs here at Compass Charter Schools, and we love it. So please, please, please get your scholar signed up and connected. So let's talk about how to do that. Well, it is as easy as 1, 2, 3. All you have to do is look at our current scholar clubs list. You can click on it right there, or you can look at the previous slide. You have your scholar log in to the Strong Mind account and find community on the left-hand side. Then click on that community, and you complete the prompts to make sure that your scholar is fully connected in the community. And then you'll type the name of the club that your scholar wants to join. Click on that club name and click Request to join the club. Then the club advisors approve those requests to join. Upon approval, your scholar will be able to be active in the club community and stay up to date on club information. So we really encourage scholars to attend virtual club meetings and participate within the Strong Mind community to stay connected. And then just some visuals here on getting signed up, because that was a lot of steps. On the left-hand side, you'll see a red arrow pointing to school. You'll see another red arrow pointing to community. Then you can see in the search bar here, there's a red arrow pointing to where I've provided some yellow highlight. That'll be where you type the entire club name. Then you click search, which is the next yellow highlight. And then in the right-hand side there, you'll see groups, and you'll want to make sure that that's where you connect to the different groups that you want to connect in. When you click on, so say you were to click on the chess club right there, which has that red heart, you'll see the title, and sometimes the description will show up as well. In this event, or in this screenshot, the description wasn't there because I couldn't access it that way. But you'll see usually a club description there, and then you'll click Join Chess Club. All right. And then one of the last things we're going to go over today is the CCS Photo Share that we have on Facebook. Please, please, please come join us there. You can see photos from our field trips and other activities, which are shared by families and scholars. You can request to join it. You can click on the link right there. You can, of course, just search it on Facebook as well to be able to share your photos and then also view those that are shared by other family members. Another really fun thing that we have here are different scholar contests. We've had such a great time this year with our variety of contests, so please stay tuned to the MMUs for upcoming contest opportunities. And again, thank you to all who have participated already in our art contest, the Spirit Song contest, the Spirit Shirt contest, and our dress-up days during Spirit Week. We really offer a variety of scholar contests, and if you have any additional ideas that you would like to see in our scholar contest offerings, please feel free to reach out to me. And so you can send that via email, phone call, text, and I would love to hear your ideas. Now, with wrapping up Scholar Contest there, that is my entire presentation on our Scholar Engagement opportunities here at Compass. I would love to troubleshoot, help you guys get signed up, whether it be for a club, a field trip, an activity, and anything that you have, questions in regards to Scholar Engagement. Please type those into the chat box. I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic off now to Karle as we continue connecting and talking about Scholar Engagement.
Thank you so much, Rebecca and Janae. I really appreciate your hard work that you put into that. I'm going to do a couple quick clicks and then we'll get into our discussion part of our Coach's Corner. You join us, see you there on January 17th to talk about helping encourage your scholar if they might be feeling a little discouraged. So thank you again so much for your time this afternoon, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.